Billy Peck here. For those that know me, know that I usually do a lot of long form content. And in an effort to do some short form content, I'm going to make this as quick as possible.
You're listening to the Major Pod Network, the only place where your favorite toy store, card shop, arcade, theme park, and arena are all on the same block. Scratch that major itch.
The following announcement has been paid for by the Major World Order. Major World Order.
I do a lot in the world of wrestling these days, but for those that may not be aware or you are familiar with my past, I've done a lot in the music industry. And what people in the music industry do are collect these. These are passes that would signify that you were part of a festival, opening up for a national act, going on tour, and you would start to see a stack of these around people's necks, or if you were cool, around their belt loop to show what they've done. Now this is a stack of event passes from the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, and I'm going to go through each one of them. I'm going to tell stories from each one of these events, but a lot of the early ones will go fast because I wasn't there. I just wanted to collect them. Now, they didn't have an event pass for Live 1, so I don't have that one, but I do have Live 2. Wasn't there. Live 3. Wasn't there. They didn't do one for Live 4, but here's one for Live 5. I wasn't there, but nobody was because it was during COVID, so they did an online presentation. I was not at Live 6, but this is really where the Major World Order really started to form. And my friends, Husfar and Jake, they were there, and they were calling me, FaceTiming me, letting me know what was happening, made me feel like I was part of the show. Live 7, the very first Major Pod event I ever went to, and it was an incredible experience. Live 6 was during COVID, but everyone's wearing masks. Everybody's very, very safe about it. 7, we're still wearing masks, but we're starting to get away from a lot of the stuff, and it became the biggest party and changed the future of Major Wrestling Figure Podcast live events. Live 8, Baltimore, had an amazing time here, hung out at the same hotel as the guys. They came, checked out our hotel room. We hung out for a while. The people that drank, and again, just another really fun live event. Live 9, I was not there, but I was there virtually as the guys asked the Major World Order to host after parties, and so we did this one virtually because I was out of town. Live 10, the first Las Vegas show, and we did another live after party. This time I was there, and the things that happened were some unspeakable and some just the time of your life would be had if you were there. Live 11, the first Florida show. This is another one that just changed everything. It became a time where if you're part of the Major Pod crew, you're going to go to Disney World. You're going to go to Universal Studios. Now, I wasn't part of the team just yet, but I was there as a fan, and again, a great time. Live 11, their first WrestleMania weekend event, took place in Dallas. Had a lot of fun here. Got my Intercontinental Championship replica belt signed by Matt Cardona, previously known as Zack Ryder, because that's where he won the championship. This was not an actual live show. It was just a major get-together. It took place in New York, and so I got it just to add to the collection. Live 13. This would be the last live show that I would miss. I had a show with my band, so I couldn't make it there. Live 14, Boston. This was my first time as a crew member of the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. I was basically like the maitre d'. Live 15, the second Orlando show. This time, I'm part of the crew, and I don't get to go on the Disney trip with them, but I do stay at the house with them, and what an amazing opportunity that was. Live 16, Hollywood, the Bourbon Room, the same place that they partied at and had concerts at in the movie Rock of Ages. My favorite venue, and the first time that I was kind of a host of the show. I did start it out and I handed it off to Josh Chernoff, who was the official host for the show. FWF Live 5. This wasn't a live show, this was an actual wrestling event. And I was your ring announcer for this. My first time ring announcing for them. What a true pleasure to do. Live 17, back in Boston at the world famous Kowloon. This is my first official time being the actual host of the show, and I've done every live show moving forward. Live 18, we're back in Florida. This time, no Disney trip, but we did go to Universal Studios, and I got to ride rides with guys that I looked up to as wrestlers and now call bosses and friends. WrestleMania weekend, Philly, Extreme. This one, wow, what a great live show. Finn Balor from the WWE showed up. Also, WrestleMania weekend in Philadelphia. This is a vendor thing for WrestleCon. This was my first time working WrestleCon with them, hanging out with them all weekend long, taking pictures for them with the fans, making sure fans get their stuff autographed. This was a lot of fun. We're back in Boston. This time it is the 20th live show from the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. What a milestone. Live 21. They're old enough to drink with their live shows now. Las Vegas. What a place to party. The most difficult show to set up, but what an accomplishment. And Danielle Fishel was there. Topanga, Las Vegas, WrestleCon. Another fun time hanging out at the table, watching fans come by, hanging out with them, making sure they get all their stuff signed and their pictures taken. We're back in Boston, and this time live shows change up a bit. No more Royal Rumble of guests. This time it's Extreme, and we've got Tommy Dreamer, Sandman, and Raven, and I gotta make an entrance through the original ECW brick wall. We're back in Florida, and as of right now, this is our last live show. Well, because Matt Cardona's back in WWE, and scheduling is way harder to make happen. But this was with the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, true professionals, great guys to hang out with and to work with. Just because the live shows are over doesn't mean that we're not still hanging out and getting together. This one, another WrestleCon, this year's Las Vegas, hanging out with them. Again, just making sure things are taken care of and really just hanging out. This is my last one. Again, not a live show. Possibly the most important one that I have. This comes from Las Vegas, WWE World, an official WWE event badge, official Mattel badge with my name not just written on it, but printed on it. This is as official as it gets. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for going down memory lane with me.